Welcome to Devlog episode 9, everybody. Let's hop into it. So this week I focused heavily on effects and polish and just reworking things so that they look nice together, as well as reworking the systems I had in place and just thinking about the game more about how I can make it fun, how it can be more, accessible to the most amount of people and things like that. So you'll notice we have some different interesting looking particles here in the menu, just stuff I was playing around with. But you will see some of these things kind of implemented into the game. So right off the bat, you're going to notice that we have once again completely changed our tile set, our character, and the systems with which we are using. I also was messing around with like bushes and different color palettes just to see what I would like. And I killed the main character. He's a skeleton now. You also notice the HUD over in the top left corner now has bone hearts. With these arrows indicator, it shows you how many arrows you have in your palette. What am I saying? How many arrows you have in your arsenal? Quiver? That's the word. You also notice here I was playing around with some foreground elements, very basic stuff. To be 100% honest, I am not happy with how the animation turned out for the skeleton. I mean, I like the character a lot more. I feel like it's more recognizable. It's definitely more memorable, but as for the animation specifically, I don't like. But I do like how he's a skeleton. I've kind of thought about this story and reworked it a little bit, so it is gonna be a lot nicer. You'll see the old tile set here mixed in with the new one. So this was the old one, is the new one. I mean, it just kind of depends on what you personally like. I can see the appeal of both. This looks good in its own way, and this also looks good in its own way, so whatever. The character has two different ways to shoot. The first is just normal shooting, okay? Just normal. You also notice that they fade away, right? So I made it so that a lot of enemies will fade away, and that just is a level of polish that you kind of want in your game. Just for example, the worms disappearing, it looks nice. You also notice that they're different colors. Part of changing the tile set here, or the color palette, to make things look nice. Change the sounds a lot. Whenever I jump, it has like a skeleton crunch. So we got some fun stuff going on with that. Now I am going to show off the second way you can shoot, which is right clicking. Now if you right click, it will shoot out a spray of 5 arrows. Now these 5 arrows do 20% less damage, I believe. They do 20% less damage, and they don't fire straight. So it's an easy way to balance it, I thought, because I did want there to be an alternative attack, I guess you could say, instead of just I'm going to hold down left click the entire time. And it's super fun to use, but like it's not as powerful. You can feel the difference in it. If I just aim straight, like some of them might miss. Obviously, you can't use it range. Like if I try and hit this, the flying pterodactyl coming after me, I'm not gonna hit him. So it's kind of like a short range burst if you're just trying to kind of burst something down. And you also notice the indicator there on the left updates every time we shoot an arrow. So it keeps track, and it won't let you shoot 5 arrows. It won't let you right click unless you have 5 arrows. So I have 4 here. I go to right click, and instead it does the reload animation, which is also something new that I reworked in the system. You'll notice that I reload now. We run out of ammo, a little indicator plays, and we reload all of our arrows. Basically, I kind of met in the middle with my old system and kind of with something new. And I came to this because I really like how it feels. What I wanted with the old system was to make it so that you couldn't just hold down left click the entire time and have it just be like no consequences. It just gets boring, I felt like. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, it gets boring. Like, why do I ever let go of left click? But now you have a reason to. You can burst close range enemies down. You absolutely have to reload, so maybe you don't just want to be randomly shooting stuff. It changes the game. You can also manually press R and you'll reload, which is really nice. Now the next thing that I did that I really liked was I changed how the monkey enemies work, and I'm just gonna let it kind of speak for itself here on this unsuspecting monkey. There it is. So when you shoot them, they drop their banana and they get upset with you and they start throwing. Originally it was rocks, but then I kind of like the idea of it like being poop. Really, it's just whatever you think, but I do like the little particles when it hits something. Just the kind of splatter of pixels as they fly out. I really like that a lot. And it makes the monkey enemy a lot more interesting. Although I thought I had fixed this where they like don't properly look at you. Maybe I just oh, I died. Well. And we're back. And with more monkeys this time. So let's just go ahead. I'm just gonna kind of let a little bit of gameplay speak for itself here with the monkeys throwing stuff at me. It can get a little hectic here. As you can see, the game is definitely a lot harder, which I like. I'm loving the gameplay a lot more. It's fun. It feels fun. It feels like there's variety. And I like how the main character is. I mean, even if I don't necessarily like my pixel art or my animations, it's fine. Like, I enjoyed how it is coming together. And I really do like the monkey enemy a lot. It definitely adds just more to the starting enemy. Instead of them walking around not doing anything, now they'll throw stuff at you. It seems more interactive. It definitely adds a layer of fun to the game. Oh my gosh, I died again. Help! I made my game too hard. Oh, you know what? Another thing, you'll also notice that the arrows look different. And you'll notice that they're not as thick. I'm trying to get a good arrow. There you go. That's a good one you can see. We can kill the enemy. You also notice that the blood gem was changed there. And the arrows now stick to everything.
Damn, boy, he's thick, boy!
Oh, you know what? One thing I added in was knockback. It took me a long time to figure out the code for that to make it work well, but it works and I really like it. All right, we're gonna show off the knockback here with the boss. So he's gonna die here. Ooh, right there you saw a good kind of visual of the knockback there. It's just one of those small things that does make the game feel better, along with the reload and the limited ammo. Also, I fixed the worm, so they should work perfectly fine now. You can see the big worm correctly moving and not freaking out when he hits a corner. Well, that's probably gonna do it for this devlog. I'm really grateful for everyone here that watches me and supports me. I really do love feedback. I pay attention to it. You can always leave a comment telling me what you think, how you think I can improve the game, what you think would be fun. It's getting to a point where I'm probably going to think about releasing a playable demo here just for everyone on YouTube, just so that you guys can play it and see how it feels. But yeah, I think the biggest thing here is just more polish this week. Polishing up these tiles, polishing up everything to do with the character, making sure all the death animations are polished, polishing up like the boss, polishing up, you know, whatever I need to do to get it to like a dope playable state. And then also just incorporating what I wanted from the beginning, which was making it a roguelike. So like, how can I make it replayable? This week I want to do replayability. I want to put in, you know, the different ways that you can improve your character in between runs. And I just want to make it overall more fun in that way. That's going to do it for this week's devlog. Short and sweet. Really not a whole lot to show off, but this is kind of like my big week here. We're going to see how much I can get done, what I can do to get this into a presentable and fun playable state. And yeah, go ahead and leave your thoughts below. Link me your own devlogs below if you are working on a game. I'd love to see it. I love watching those. They inspire me. And just a word of advice, probably don't be like me and have 333 errors. Some of these I have no idea what the freak is happening. All right, well, bye everyone.